Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And in today's video on the channel, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this fall glowy, sultry makeup look. I like this look because I feel like it's a good day look, but it's also a great evening look. All you need to do to make this evening is honestly just wear it out, or maybe put on the lip color a little bit darker, or maybe just apply some false eyelashes. I think that this is a really great look. It's one of my favorites, and so many of you guys lately have been leaving comments on my videos asking about my lip color or how I'm doing my makeup, so I thought I would oblige you guys and show you this makeup tutorial. So all you have to do is just go ahead and relax and watch. No matter what skin tone you have or what type of makeup products you have in your kit, I'm hoping that this tutorial will be something that's kind of universal. You might just want to switch out the colors a little bit, but the concept is honestly very simple, very basic, very doable. So I hope that you guys enjoy. As you know, I'm absolutely obsessed with makeup. I worked as a makeup artist in Hollywood for a couple years, and I picked up a lot of tips and tricks in my work during that time, so I'd love to share them with you in this tutorial. If you like makeup tutorials and you want to see more of these on my channel, then leave some comments or give it a thumbs up. I will definitely do more. All you guys have to do is just let me know if you're into it, and even if you're someone who's not into makeup, maybe this video will just be really relaxing for you, or hopefully something you can just fall asleep to. I'm guilty of falling asleep sometimes to watching makeup tutorials at night, just because watching someone do their makeup or kind of talk about something like that is very relaxing and very peaceful to me. So I hope that this brings you healing and relaxation and inspiration. So I just woke up. I'm a little tired, as you can tell, and I'm going to be grabbing for my Too Faced Hangover Primer to help wake my face up a little bit. And I'm just going to take about a pea-sized amount, and I'm going to take this and pat it into my skin. I'm realizing that with primer, it's important to pat it in instead of rubbing it in so that it will fill all of your pores. So I'm just waking up my face a little bit, patting in the primer, and it's adding a little bit of extra hydration to my face, which I really love. Now I'm going to be using my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, which is a holy grail product that I use all over my face quite often, but today I'm just going to be using it on my eyes and under eye area. That way that my eyeshadow will stick really well and be super vibrant. I absolutely love this product. I do believe it has a little bit of silicone in it, and that's why I don't like to use it on my face every day. I never tend to have a problem with silicone products, but sometimes I've heard that it can cause you to break out. So this is a product I just use when I'm like really gonna do glam, but I'll use it on my eyes otherwise. This is my NARS Tinted Moisturizer, a newer product which I absolutely love. And I'm going to take this and kind of pat it into my face with my hands. One of my favorite makeup artists, Pat McGrath, this is how she applies makeup, always with her hands, and I love that. I love just getting in there with my hands. I do use a beauty blender and I do use a foundation brush sometimes, but I've just been really feeling getting my hands in there and kind of sculpting out my face, and I find that with this product, using the hands works a lot better to get it really into the skin. This isn't really a foundation, as you can tell. My freckles kind of show through with this, but I'm just loving it. Next, I'm adding more to the areas I need it. I love how you can build this product up, but I'm not going to forget my neck. This matches my skin perfectly, so I almost don't need to go onto my neck very much, but I think it's important when putting on any type of foundation, even if it's just a tinted moisturizer, to go on your neck too. This product is SPF 30 PA+++, and so I'm loving that it protects me from the sun. Now I think it might be a chemical sunscreen, which I'm not very fond of. I prefer mineral sunscreens, but this one isn't too bad. I don't wear it every day, just the days where I'm probably going to go out in the sun and I just want a little bit of coverage. I do prefer natural makeup. So this is the Tarte Flirt palette. It's just a mini palette. I'm loving these gorgeous colors, very fall inspired. I'm going in with the lightest color all over my eye. And I'm just going to blend it in softly. I find when blending it's important to hold the brush at the very end, not closer to the tip of the brush. This helps you to blend a lot easier. So just blending it in. So like I was saying, I prefer brands like RMS Beauty, Ilia, Lila B, Ecobella, 100% Pure. I love all natural makeup products, but right now as I travel with shipping and customs, it's quite a hassle to order these products. So I just went to a Sephora recently and picked up some of these products. The downside is that some of them aren't necessarily all natural, but then again, I love makeup. I love experimenting with different products. I don't wear makeup every day. If I was to wear makeup every day, I'd probably want to wear more natural products. So yes, just blending it into the crease. I went in, as you saw, with a shade that's a little bit darker, just on the end of my eye, and we're just kind of building this color up. Going to add the same thing on the other side. It's the color in the palette that's the second darkest. And there we go, just patting it in ever so slightly. This eyeshadow is so pigmented, especially with the primer, that you really don't need much. And as you can see, I'm not holding the brush up super high, I'm holding it down a little bit lower and just softly sculpting. With all eyeshadow looks, it's usually a little messy at first when you're first getting all the colors in there, but the secret is really to just blend, 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 and anything that you kind of mess up on, you'll see me go in later with concealer to kind of sharpen out that line around my eye a little bit more. Now we're going in with the darker color, just a little bit, and I have a smaller brush now, and I'm going right along the lash line and just kind of making a V shape up into my crease to just smoke it out a little bit. I love to paint, and I think that's why I like makeup so much. It's not really about the look or the makeup itself. For me, it's like the process. I really love just making different looks and blending colors, and lately I ran out of watercolors and watercolor paper, and I have to wait till I'm in a little village right now, and I have to wait till I can go into the city to pick up more watercolor supplies, painting supplies. So I found myself doing my makeup a lot more recently, just to have fun and create and work with the brush. So I'm gonna go in with the lightest color in the palette now, and I'm putting this up along my brow just to kind of highlight it. I don't want to go too crazy because I do have hooded eyes, and so if I bring that light color down too much, it's gonna kind of bring out the hoodedness of my eye. I think hooded eyes are beautiful and you can make them amazing, but there's, certain techniques. You never want to put a super light color above your crease. You just want to keep it along the brow. So now I'm going in with my NARS Creamy Concealer. This is another holy grail product. I'm just dotting it around my eye, and you're going to see how this kind of helps clean up my eyeshadow a little bit. Using my pinky, using my finger. I find this is another product. All the NARS products seem to work well with your fingers. I think that the sponge just kind of eats it up. I do love my sponge and my beauty blender. You'll see me use it later, but the finger is really working well. I'm kind of shocked at how light my color is. I have a little bit of Native American in my blood. And in fact, I've talked about this before, but Pocahontas is actually she's like my 9th great grandmother, I believe. So she's in my family tree. But anyways, I do have Native American, and so in my blood a little bit. And so in the summertime, I tan like dark. And then in the winter, I'm like pasty. And so I have like really dark concealer from like Dior in my kit, and then I was so shocked that I was like pretty much the lightest shade in this foundation and concealer I'm wearing today when I went to pick it up. I was just shocked.
So, because I had everything in my kit left over from summer, and none of it matched me. It was all orange on my skin. It's a little frustrating, but definitely an excuse to try different products. Adding a little bit more on this side, I realized that I put more on the other side, so just making sure it's even. And you see how I'm kind of turning my face and checking out what my concealer is looking like in different angles and different light. That's really important. Make sure it's all blended. Okay, let's see what we're doing next. Oh, this is my Chanel Lip to Cheek product. I absolutely love it. I'll put all the products down below and what color it is. But I'm just going to dot a little bit of this on my cheeks. A little bit goes a long way. And then using my finger again, I'm rubbing this all in, patting it in, blending it. So far, all of the products I've used have been really creamy. So if I was going to go in with a powder blush, I'd want to powder down. But since I'm using a cream brush, I'm just going right on top of everything I've already done. And it blends in beautifully because everything's nice and creamy so far. I do have a lot of redness in my skin. So I tend to like blushes that are a little bit more orange or like a little bit more peachy, which this one's good. Still rubbing it in. I like to put a little bit on my nose where the sun hits it naturally. Maybe even a little bit on my chin and on my forehead too. Anywhere that the sun would naturally touch. That way you don't look like a doll with your blush, unless that's the look you're going for. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks. I love this. This color is so great for me. It's an amber cool contour. And I'm just going to contour a little bit. I don't want to be too bronzed or contoured. I actually kind of want to rock the pale look this fall and this winter. But I definitely want to make sure that my face doesn't blend into my neck. And I want to just sculpt my cheeks a little bit and, just make it look a little bit more contoured. We're not doing crazy contour on the nose. I sometimes will contour the heck out of my nose, but I'm just doing a little bit. And then this is a good product to blend in with the sponge. I think some people have mentioned having trouble with this product, like it doesn't blend or something. I think that this one blends just fine with a little sponge or a beauty blender. I just think afterwards you do kind of need to go over it with the brush, and it takes time. So you got to be really patient with this product, but it does have really good payoff. And I was so impressed with Rihanna deciding to put this shade into her shade range, because some people who have very pale skin or who have pink undertones in their skin can, like me, can look really strange if you put on like orange, or kind of bronzy bronzer. And this is a color that's, as you can tell, is a little bit more gray toned, but it works so good with my skin. So if you've been having trouble with bronzer and you just feel like it makes you look orange or fake or something, I would highly suggest this product. I can go in with regular bronzer sometimes depending on my look and get away with it, but I have to be really gentle. And I can use it in the summer when I'm more tan. But anyways, if you're pale and you feel like you need just like a different product, maybe try this. And then I'm going to draw a little bit along my neck and blend that in, and even puts a little bit on my ears to make sure that everything is nice and seamless. Also, neck contour. This can make your neck look a little bit thinner or longer or smaller. I actually have a lot more techniques for the neck, which I learned when I was a makeup artist in LA. I learned how to contour all sort of things that you would never thought you would contour before. Contoured abs, contoured neck, even ear contour and highlight. So interesting. So here I am going in with like a brush and blending. I think this is a great way to use this product, is to do the sponge and then to do the brush. And I'm smiling to kind of see what that line looks like. And then I realized, oh, I gotta blend in my nose. The color is just so great, I could hardly tell that my nose wasn't blended. So I'm doing every little detail today, like being a super perfectionist. But usually I can do this routine or a version of it in about 10 minutes. Going back in with my NARS concealer to just kind of conceal around the nose. I never really did that. This is going to help the contour I just did on my nose to really pop. And as you'll see, it actually will make my nose look a little bit smaller. I think it's so amazing how playing with shadow and playing with light, you can kind of tweak things or change shapes. I just think it's fun. Alright, so next I'm actually going to go back in with my Fenty Beauty contour, and I'm going to draw a little bit along my bottom lip to make it pop out more. And you can just blend it in with your finger. I think this works really great with a color like this. If it's too orange, it looks like muddy or something, but this color is so perfect, especially for the bottom lip. At least on my skin tone. Okay, so I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, but I'm just going to use the spoolie on it. I don't want to go crazy on my eyebrows. I think since I've got a lot of bronzing and kind of darker colors around my eyes, I want to be just really chill with my eyebrows. Oh, this is the Maybelline Tattoo Brow, and I'm just drawing individual hairs. I'm going to keep my eyebrows just a little bit thin today. And just kind of keep them looking a little natural. So that's why I'm using this brush. I'm not really going to fill in a lot of gaps either. I'm just drawing in hairs with my Maybelline Tattoo Brow. I got my eyebrows done when I was in Tbilisi, Georgia, the country, and it like changed my life. They like completely gave me a different shape and like lifted my brows, and they actually did like this tint on them, and they were like super thick and intense, and so it was like kind of crazy. And so lately I've been wearing them kind of like thinner just because I needed a break from that after the tint washed out. This is my Dior brow, Pumpin' Brow. Oh, I love this product. I would actually say it might be better than the Glossier Boy Brow. It's very similar, but I have been using this usually on my eyebrows with nothing else, and it's just perfect. This product is another holy grail product. If I say something's a holy grail product, I don't say that about a lot of products. It means that it is absolutely legit. I think when you're doing your brows, it's good to sit back, lean forward, look at your brows from different angles. Yeah, a little bit thinner brows today, but just making sure that they're there and they're standing out. I'm going to use the RMS Unpowder in Translucent. This is actually a natural product. I love it. Love RMS Beauty. I wish I could get my hands on some more. I might have to order it. Tapping off the excess, and I'm going to pat this underneath my eyes to kind of set the concealer. Just set everything. I love the color of this concealer. That's why I'm using like translucent. I don't want to like put any more color on that. Just wanting to kind of naturally seal everything in. We're not going heavy. We're not baking. I think it's important to just do minimal powder when you're doing the natural look. Oh, I love this product, you guys. This is a Chanel powder. I'll put exactly what it is in the description below, but oh, I love this Chanel powder so much. First time I ever tried a Chanel powder, and it's perfect. It's gorgeous. It just has a little bit of color in it, and I'm going to use this to just take the shine off my face. I'm also going to set all the makeup I've done so far because I'm about to go in with some powder products. I'm smiling because this product really makes me happy. I love it. And the case is so cute, you know? It lasts so long. Gonna go in everywhere and set everything in. And this powder it's hard to explain, but it's not powdery. It looks like skin. I've never tried anything like it. I don't know if I'll ever go back. It's my favorite powder. It's good for dry skin. All right, so another NARS product. It's my blush in Luster. This is more of a peachy orange blush. I had never tried that color before, but when I went to the NARS counter, they did it on me and it was just perfection. So I'm going to just kind of pop my cheeks out a little bit. Of course, gonna put it in the same places I put the cream blush, which is across the bridge of the nose and on the forehead. I'm even going along my jawline just a little bit to just kind of blend, and around the face. You don't want to have too much on your brush when you do something like that, but it really does make the look a little bit more natural, blending everything together. Instead of just having product like in one spot, sometimes it's good to blend everything together. If I didn't have so much on my eyes, I'd probably put a little bit of blush on my eyes too, but I want to keep the eyes a little bit more sultry. Now I'm going in with whatever was left over on my brush from doing my eyes, and I'm just underlining my eyes with that. It's a great trick. It just kind of blends everything together and pops your eyes out a little bit. Then I'm going to use my finger and just gently pat it in. Then I'm going to go in with whatever was left on my concealer brush from doing the powder and just kind of pat it in. Okay, eyeliner from Sephora. It's a brown eyeliner. And I'm going to do something that I haven't done since like the early 2000s. I'm actually going to tight line my eyes. Now I've tight lined my upper eyes a lot, and then usually what I'll do is with a light colored eyeliner, I will draw on the waterline like a shimmer or just a white, and then I will draw on my lash line with the eyeliner on the bottom, or I won't put any eyeliner on the bottom. But as you can see, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. Now, the reason I wouldn't normally do this is because it would make my eyes look smaller. As you can see, I'm drawing on my waterline. It would make my eyes look smaller, but I don't know. I just tried this a couple days ago and it's been working for me just with that sultry look. Literally have not tight lined my under eyes for like 10 years. But we're doing it. We're doing it today. Let me know what you think. And I think what helps is blending in softly with the Q-tip. Now, I don't know if drawing in your waterline is necessarily a good thing for your eyes. I think if I was going to do this look more often, I would definitely do it with like a natural eyeliner. But I'm liking it. Yes, it might make my eyes look a little bit smaller, but I think it makes them look a little bit more angular and sultry. So I'm curling my eyelashes now. I have very straight, short eyelashes. So I do like to wear false eyelashes to get my lashes done sometimes, but this is something else that I've really been liking. Just keeping my eyelashes really natural and just kind of short. Just simple. I love this new NYX mascara. Just gonna put on a little bit. Just a little bit, barely anything. I'm not really looking for length here. I'm just looking to accentuate and separate the lashes. I think when you have hooded eyes, if you just go chill on the mascara, you can see more of your eyelid. And so it does make your eyes look more open. Okay, so now I've got my Becca highlighter in Opal. This is definitely, I think, a holy grail product for a lot of people. And I'm using my little highlighting brush, and I'm just gonna put it right above the blush near the eye. When you have big cheeks like me, you don't want to go too crazy with the highlighter, so that's why you can see I just put a little bit above the blush and that was it. Putting it in the center of my nose, of course along the corner of the eye. And then I'm realizing that I wish I did this earlier before I put my mascara on. So I have to be really careful, but I'm putting it in the center of my eye too to make my eyes pop a little bit more. And then a little bit on my chin to like lengthen the chin a little bit. And then a little bit above the peak of my brow. I'm turning my head so you guys can see the highlighter a little bit more. And of course, don't forget the Cupid's bow. These are all the places I like to put my highlighter. I wish I could go crazy and put it everywhere like some people do, but it just tends to make my face look more chonky. Chonk. This is Collistar. It's like an Italian brand. It's a lip liner, and I'm like, okay, I need my mirror for this. And so I'm just gonna outline my lips. I'm not overdrawing, I'm just outlining them. This is a darker color because we are definitely gonna use a darker lipstick. I have a really defined Cupid's bow, and I think I'm just gonna go for it. As you can see, I'm like going from the Cupid's bow and crossing down and in. This is a great way to kind of pop your upper lip out. And just doing a natural line on the bottom. And then I love doing this, draw a line right down the middle to make your lips look kind of juicy, like they've got pockets of juice. And then there's a brush on the tip of this eyeliner pencil, which is really great for blending. I really like that about this product. So just blending it in naturally. Getting ready to put on some lipstick. I can tell that I'm starting to wake up right about here, watching this back, doing this voiceover. I was really tired this morning. Okay, now this is the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick in Birkin Brown, and oh, I love it. I'm using my finger. You can build it up and make it really dark like it looks in the tube, or you can put it on just a little bit more naturally with your finger and blend it, which is what I'm doing today. A lot of you guys have been asking like what lipstick I'm wearing in my videos. I usually wear this one, or I wear the NYX matte lip cream in London, which maybe I'll show that one off in like my next makeup tutorial. If I do another one, we'll see. So blending it in, you got to be patient with this. I'm finding that blending in the lipstick with your finger or a brush is a lot better than just right out of the tube. And I'm pursing my lips together, I'm letting them be natural, and then I'm gonna smile. I'm blending it in all different ways, putting my lips in different shapes as I blend it in, just to kind of see. See, I'm pursing the lips here, and then I'm smiling. These are some tricks for like making sure your lipstick is like looking good in all different ways. And I'm feeling pretty good. Now I'm like checking myself out. I'm gonna ham it up. This is pretty much the completed look. I'm loving the eye look. It's so soft, sultry. If you want to put on lashes or make those brows heavier, you definitely can. My hair is like mad today. I need to put some dry shampoo in it. It's day 3. It's time to wash my hair. But good makeup can sometimes cover up a bad hair day, you guys. That's the thing I like the most about it. So right around now, I'm going to recognize that I need some more blush. I'm like, you know what? More blush. So whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to pat it in, just making adjustments. And I'm actually going to pull the blush down a little bit into the hollows of my cheeks, just a little bit. And I'm like, yes, it's perfect now. Loving it. Feeling myself. So what do you guys think? What adjustments would you make to this look? How would you do it for your face shape or your skin tone? Did you try this look? Are there any products that I have that you also have and that you also like? I'll see you next time.